You are welcome to Dolly Toon TV YouTube channel. If you are just joining us, kindly click on the subscribe button. Don't forget to turn on your notification bell so as to be notified whenever we post educative contents. Today's story is titled, My Village People. Kindly sit back, relax and let's get started.
Once upon a time, in a remote village nestled in the heart of a lush forest, lived a group of people who were content with their simple way of life. They were farmers and fishermen, and they lived in harmony with nature, relying on the land and the sea for their sustenance. The village was led by an elder named Akpan, a wise and respected man who had seen many seasons come and go. He was known for his kind heart and his ability to make fair and just decisions that kept the village united and thriving. One day, a group of outsiders came to the village. They were traders from a nearby town, and they were looking to establish a market in the area. The villagers welcomed them with open arms, seeing the potential for new opportunities and increased prosperity. However, as time went on, the outsiders began to take advantage of the villagers. They charged exorbitant prices for their goods, and they often refused to pay fair prices for the crops and fish that the villagers had to offer. The villagers began to grumble and complain, but they didn't know what to do. They were afraid of losing the new market, and they didn't want to upset the outsiders and risk their wrath. But Akpan saw the trouble brewing, and he knew that he had to act. He called a meeting of the village elders, and together they came up with a plan. They decided to send a delegation to the town to speak with the traders and negotiate fair prices for their goods. Akpan chose his most trusted advisors to go on the mission, and he sent them off with his blessings. The delegation faced many challenges on their journey. They had to cross treacherous rivers, climb steep mountains, and brave dangerous wildlife. But they persevered, driven by their love for their village and their determination to stand up for what was right. When they arrived in the town, they were met with hostility and suspicion. The traders were not used to being challenged, and they saw the villagers as a threat to their profits. But the delegation was not deterred. They spoke with eloquence and conviction, using their knowledge of trade and their understanding of the market to make their case. And in the end, they were able to secure fair prices for their crops and fish, and to establish a partnership with the traders that benefited both parties. When they returned to the village, they were greeted with cheers and applause. The villagers had been anxious during their absence, but they knew that their representatives would not let them down. And they were right. From that day on, the village prospered. The market grew and flourished, and the villagers were able to sell their goods at fair prices and make a decent living. And the outsiders, who had once been seen as a threat, became valued partners and friends. The lesson that the villagers learned was clear, that unity and courage are powerful tools in the face of adversity, and that standing up for what is right is always the best course of action, no matter how daunting the challenge may seem. And they knew that as long as they worked together and supported each other, they could overcome any obstacle and build a better future for themselves and their children.
With that, we've come to the end of today's storytelling. I hope you got value from the story. Kindly subscribe, like, comment and share with your family and friends. Stay blessed. Bye.